What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am, but I know some people that are having a pretty bad day, and it's Melvin Capital, the group that was mainly responsible for shorting GameStop last week on the stock market. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the power of the people have spoken, and we made them lose a metric crap ton of money last week. Realistically, I've made a couple videos on this situation, so I figured I should do a follow-up, and honestly, it's pretty good news if you've been following the situation at all. So, yeah, February 1st is bringing good news. 2021 might not be the worst thing ever. And, without further ado, let's get into it.
The sun's down and I'm feeling it right, so tell me, little mama, what you doing tonight? You know I'm trying to hit it, I'm not being polite.
Alright, so I've been paying very close attention to this whole GameStop situation. I think the stock market's very interesting, and I think anything that sticks it to the man and makes a hedge fund lose a couple billion is even better. So this morning when I woke up, I immediately went to check to see just how things are going because I knew the stock market was going to be open this morning, and I saw a headline that made my heart smile, ladies and gentlemen. Melvin Capital, hedge fund that bet against GameStop, lost more than 50% in January. For those of you that don't know how absolutely insane it is, basically hedge funds are supposed to do better than the market average, right? And the market average averages about 7% a year growth. Like, that's the average. Meaning that these guys managed to, in the span of a month have a year or a month so bad that it takes 7 years of average performance to catch back up. That's some pretty solid damage, ladies and gentlemen. Being down 50% in 1 month is pretty bad investment statistics, I'm not gonna lie. And regardless, I just figured we should talk about it. Take that, hedge fund. Y'all thought shorting 130% of its stock made sense? This is what happens. Half your investment is now gone, baby girl. Go cry yourself to sleep on your other helicopters. Hedge fund Melvin Capital lost 53% in January amid a record rally in GameStop and other stocks the fund was betting against, a source familiar with the matter told CNBC. The heavy losses come as retail investors piled into popular hedge fund short targets, including the struggling video game retailer. Shares of GameStop finished last week with a gain of 400%, bringing its total return this year to 1,625%, and the stock closed Friday's sessions at $325. As recently as October, it traded under $10, and CNBC's Andrew Ross Sorkin reported last week that Melvin Capital closed its short positions on GameStop on Tuesday afternoon after sustaining heavy losses. It still really does crack me up that, like, all these news agencies are trying to find a way to blame retail investors. For those of you that don't know what that means, a retail investor is someone like me or you, somebody that doesn't have access to hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars to invest. Yeah, we definitely somehow, made this company lose all their money. There's no way they accidentally made a bet with $13 billion that was so bad that a bunch of random people on the internet could make them have a bunch of losses. Yep, nope, we're definitely the bad guys. I still don't understand how the news is trying to spin this as to the people of the internet being unfair. To put this in perspective, to understand how bad of a bet Melvin Capital had, basically what they did is imagine going to somebody, right, and saying, hey, you grow onions. I want to buy 130% of your onions, and, that's impossible because there's only 100% of something. Basically, what Melvin Capital did was bet that 130% of the shares of GameStop would go lower. That's literally impossible. It doesn't take an absolute genius to understand that once their shorts expired, they were going to be forced to buy so many shares that weren't there that the price was going to go up. And yet somehow, bro, the news is still like, all these people on Reddit made these big guys lose all this money. Hear me out, alright? I'm not a billionaire. I'm not even close. Trust me, I wish I was, dog. But if I was ever in a position where I had the ability to be making $13 billion bets, I would maybe just do a quick little reshoot, maybe just a quick little check again of everything to make sure that I wasn't being a moron. And if Melvin Capital didn't do this, then they do deserve to lose 53% of their money in a month. I know that sounds kind of harsh, bro, but what do you expect? I'm sorry, am I supposed to have sympathy for the person that's supposed to be an expert on this stuff and got outsmarted by Redditors? Like, if you get outsmarted by a group of people on social media, you deserve whatever's coming to you, and it's gonna be almost impossible for me to feel bad. Especially when you're already a billionaire. Like, yeah, sure, they lost 53% of their money. That's a lot. Don't get it wrong. They lost billions of dollars. But they still do have 50% left, and that's still a couple billion. Like the article goes on to explain later. They're trying to make us feel bad for these guys when they've still got like $8 billion under management. Aw, did the poor little babies go from 13 million to 8 billion? Aw, or 13 billion to 8 billion? You're right, those big mean people on Reddit shouldn't bully you like that. Citadel and Point72, which are two other hedge funds, I think, infused close to $3 billion into the fund to shore up its finances. Point72 slid 10% in January, according to a source with knowledge of the fund's returns, and they declined to comment. Citadel lost 3% in January, according to a source with knowledge of the fund's return, and they also declined to comment, and the source says the hedge fund was down 1% on its investment in Melvin Capital, which it made last week. Melvin's assets under management now stand at more than $8 billion, including the emergency funding, down from $12.5 billion at the beginning of the year, after certain current investors committed additional capital at the end of the month. Like, dog, you're telling me that Melvin Capital is so stupid that they shorted this position by like, what, 130%? And then people gave them more billions of dollars? Like, all these hedge funds have to low-key be in cahoots, bro. They've all got to be just sitting there together, just drinking beer on the golf cart. Oh, we can't let Melvin go bankrupt, bud. Yeah, sure, he didn't do the math, but still, we don't want to let that happen. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. You shouldn't take any of this as financial advice. I want to make that clear. I'm not a financial expert. I've never run a hedge fund. I'm just saying, when somebody makes a bet so bad that Redditors blow them out of the water, giving them more billions of dollars just seems like the exact opposite thing that you want to do to make money. And that's because it's becoming more and more transparent that these hedge funds and whatnot that do manipulate the stock market all the time with their billions of dollars, they don't really care about the fact that it's fair or makes sense. No. They just all want to stay rich with their buddies. And listen, you gotta roll with your gang, I understand. Like, don't get it wrong. If me and all the Scuff boys were billionaires, I'm looking out for the boys. The difference is, if Bumpkin was an idiot and, like, made a bet so bad that it was gonna bankrupt him, I wouldn't bail him out, dog. That's your own fault. There has to be some level of personal responsibility for these guys. But the reason they're all bailing each other out and helping each other out is because they're probably all doing the same thing, dude. Look at all the research Reddit has done. They found the BlackBerry stock extremely shorted, AMC, Nokia, all of these companies that all of these massive hedge funds were overshorting to the point where it was going to be possible to force the price up really quick. The exact same situation. So of course they are all crapping their pants at the fact that this guy managed to lose 53% of his funds in a month. Are you kidding me? They're all sitting there like, oh no, we did the exact same thing a month ago. If Reddit finds this, we're screwed. And that's a good thing. The fact that all these guys are making bad bets, you should be afraid. You shouldn't be encouraged to make bad bets in the stock market and manipulate it. Because yes, while the stock price moving doesn't really affect much, the company is a company, and if you bankrupt a company, those employees no longer have jobs, their executives are out of work. Like, it is a big deal to short a company into bankruptcy or near bankruptcy where they have to start performing layoffs. These hedge funds for way too long have just been able to, like, do whatever they want, however they want, even if it makes no sense because nobody really understood what to do about it. And yeah, it's kind of fun to watch them all crapping their pants at the fact that one of them is, like, hemorrhaging money like there's no tomorrow, and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. Last week's activity in Gamestop expanded to other popular short targets, including Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC Entertainment, and others, with retail investors turning to Wall Street Bets forum to discuss various trades, and the forum has seen its member more than triple in a week to north of 7 million. Amid the short squeeze, Robinhood and other brokerages restricted trading in some of the most volatile names, sparking frustration for users unable to trade at will. Robinhood said in a blog post that the Central Wall Street Clearinghouse mandated a tenfold increase in the deposit requirements on the week in order to ensure a smooth settlement in trades involving the securities experiencing unprecedented volatility. The meteoric rise in GameStop shares has promoted some lawmakers to call on regulatory bodies to intervene. We need an SEC that is clear clear rules about market manipulation, and then as the backbone to enforce these rules. To have the healthy stock market, you've got to have a cop on the beat. And that's what Elizabeth Warren said. And yeah, bro, Robinhood, sure, buddy, sure, whatever you say. I understand that obviously the clearinghouses were gonna have to raise requirements due to the volatility. That's not the debate, okay? It's just funny that y'all just restricted trading as soon as it was getting squeezed, you know. I get it, I do understand, but when you say that, like, you are for the people, by the people, and then do the thing that helps the hedge fund, it doesn't make you look for the people, by the people. And like I said, bro, I don't think it ends here. I really do think a lot of these hedge funds have been making really stupid bets for a long time, and now they're all sitting there going, crap, the internet's about to find out and make us lose a lot of money, so they're freaking out, giving all their buddies money, trying to save everybody's butt. And the reality is, a lot of them are going to lose a lot of money. I think total on all of the GameStop short squeezes, I read somewhere on the Wall Street Bets Reddit, so do not take this as factual, like super factual, this is just what I read, that amongst all the hedge funds, we're up to like $70 billion in losses, which good for them, bro, good. Anybody who made money off the GameStop trade, you know, good for you, seriously. Anything that makes these guys realize that their bets are stupid, I'm all down for. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button and let me know in the comment section down below what you think. It's February, the grind is restarting, ladies and gents. I had a nice vacation. If you want more content kind of similar to this, you can always go check out my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. Link will be down below, along with the link to the intro song. If you found that enjoyable, feel free to go check that out. I won't complain. The merch link can also be found down below in the description. And last but certainly not least, if you become a member here on the Scrubae channel, you get a shout out at the end of every video, and it helps out a lot with a verified check mark down in the comment section. So yeah, without further ado, big shout out to Blank Jacob, Eli, Sambroni, Ultra Radish, Raymond, Michael Savage, Pepe, TNT, Yourself, Bongos, FaZe Obama, Furious, Gaming with that 1 kid, Arch Razor, Lokabula, Mushu, Big Ben, Bullseye, Ben, Michael Harris, Man Madness, Gamus, Cyrus, Nick, Man Madness, again, Jay Green, Hex, Scrubby, Philip, Mr. Weirdo, Sunnyside Sniper, Flofty, Kanye, Weiro, Lost Sabretooth, Lackey, Hall Spy, Caden, Jinx, Carrot, Copeland, the Brick God himself, Calvin, Caleb Skates, Damian Wayne, Kinsta, Isaiah, Random Bot Bro, Zach, Pokemon Minecraft, Trash McGee, Hot Ravioli, 1212s, Toasty, Ansel Tom, Knees Duts, Kim, Home Gang, Dashy Boy, DJ Legend, Antog, Way Too Psycho, Alex, Tendons, Coleman, Typical Panda, Master Milks, Aaron Love Scrubs, William Rosento, Mackenzie, Geo, Pwaz, Jellybean, Woofles, Benedicti, Mom, Man Madness, Brandon Groves, Flawed Phoenix, Dylan Chungus, Unreal Decoys, Sebastian, Bees, Johnny Dude, Cosmic Ramen, Candy Rose, Fabulously Terrifying, Chandler Lewis, Ryuki, and Why So Blurry. Thank you all so much for being members, I appreciate it, and yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant if you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.